is the ability to identify when I am stressed, to really identify the onset of this like physiological, biological feeling in my body. And once I sense, for me, it's that knot in my stomach, that increased heart rate, the closing of my throat, that's how it shows up for me. I can default, right? That's the trainability. I default into a pause, a mindful pause, as opposed to shutting down and being reactionary, right? So now I can choose to respond versus react. And when I'm reactionary, it could possibly be harmful to myself. It could be harmful to other people. So to get to this default mode, right, I needed to have this reminder in a formalized plan. And so writing it down and putting it in your junk drawer or under a stack of mail is not useful. What needs to happen is that this plan needs to be then shared with other individuals in a communal setting, because self-care is not an individualistic pursuit, it's a communal pursuit. I know that the word self is in there, and so it implies it's individualistic, but really it isn't, because we need to rely on each other to be able to, number one, hold each other accountable, to make sure that we are actually doing what we say we want to do or intend to do, what our intentionality is, to use Amishi's word. And the other thing is that communities help us remove obstacles that are in our way, because the systems that have been built in this world sometimes don't work in our favor, right? So if you're a single mother, for example, and you have things that are on your self-care plan list that you can never get to because you don't have a babysitter, or you don't have the financial means to do that, for example, then you are going to need to rely on other people in your community to assist, to help remove those obstacles. And so that's the beautiful kind of mutuality, if you will, mutual aid nature of creating something that is formalized, communicating it, sharing it with a circle of influence or community of care that becomes a safety net. And suddenly it doesn't become this like lonely pursuit of wellness, this lonely pursuit of resilience, but rather, again, thinking about service, finding the helpers. Suddenly you are reaching out to create a web of a social network of support.